guys! Welcome back to part 2 of Project Runway Season 21, Episode 6 recap with Veejay and
Yuchen.
And today we are going to talk about the runway show. Let's start with the safe. The safe designers are me, Jesus, and Ethan. So let's start with me first.
Okay.
What do you think about my denim and leather crop jacket and pants?
To be honest, I was really impressed. You know, when I saw this look, it gave me a vibe of Christian.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
I don't know why. I just feel like this is made for Christian because of that little jacket. The proportion on the jacket is super short. So it can makes you look like, you're higher than usual. And I really like the combination of how you put the leather and the denim together.
Yeah.
And also, I think the most important part is the
sleeves.
The hardware on the whole body is just it's something new that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
So tell me about your design process, because we haven't mentioned about the design ideas before.
Exactly right. So thank you, Yuchen. You're very nice. Well, for this particular challenge, I think I just really want to create something that feels very streetwear,
right?
But also it feels very elevated. I don't want it to look like streetwear that's very, very street.
Right.
I think I want it to be more like London or New York, those kind of stuff. So initially, my own design actually is made of a brown wool jacket.
Oh, I saw that in the
exactly
the
right. So if you're going to look at the show, you see me working on this brown wool.
So this is a backup?
That's a backup. So
what?
Yeah, so I mean the pant is ready and then I'm already doing the jacket, but then during the fitting, when we are doing it with the model, Christian did not like the brown jacket.
Thank God. I saw that. I was like, what is that?
Exactly right. So he was saying that it looks like Peter Pan. Yeah, it looks like a Peter Pan costume. Sometimes you gotta listen to Christian because Christian knows what he's talking about. He's been in the show for many, many seasons.
Right.
He won the show, so it's like, okay, let me change the entire jacket and make this version of jacket, and then look at that, like it worked, right? So I'm really happy about that. The buckles on the sleeve is actually like a last minute idea.
Really?
Yeah, that was the last minute because I have that buckles already and I'm like, what I'm gonna do with it? So that was like, okay, let me do something on the sleeves to kind of like make it a little bit more modern and unique, and I like it. And also the pants, so yeah, I'm very happy with it. And also the model is actually perfect for that. He kind of looks like Christian, so I know what you say, that it's kind of very similar to something that Christian will wear. And actually Christian actually said that he's gonna wear it.
Yeah.
So when I heard Christian saying I'm gonna wear that, I was like, okay, I'm safe. I don't think I should be worried.
When you're talking about Christian want to wear this, actually in the show, Christian wanted my clothes as well.
The one that you're wearing,
yeah, he's wearing my jacket and walking on the runway in the showroom. He said he wanted,
Yeah, so that's good.
But regarding to the backup fabric, did you buy the whole look for that beige fabric?
No, so I got an extra fabric for the pants. So the jacket and the leather, actually especially the leather is a leftover from the pants. So I had to really go back to the floor and check if I can see some leftover leathers to make sure that I incorporate it for the jacket. And then when I saw something, I'm like, oh my God, thank God, there's exactly enough small pieces to make the yoke and to make the pockets.
So why did you choose to change it? What's your initial idea?
I mean, I changed it because the brown does not look good. It looks, like I said, it looked like very Peter Pan, and also I don't know, like Christian did not really like it, so I was like, okay, I need to change it.
But initially, what you trying to do?
It's like a trench coat.
Trench coat?
Yeah,
girl.
It's like a crop trench coat.
I'm telling you, if Christian didn't give her the suggestion, maybe you're on the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we are gonna be in the bottom.
Not me.
Christian. Yeah, Christian saved me. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my. I was I was watching the episode because we are not seeing everything.
Yeah.
Because we are too focused on the work.
Focused.
I was like, what is that?
Yeah. So that's the tea.
I didn't know the story on here.
That's the tea. Okay. Now let's start with Jesus. What do you think about Jesus' clothes?
I think like what we just talked about in part 1, I think Jesus, he really did this super fast. But as Christian mentioned, he really thought this is from London or something, with an umbrella and stuff. But what I really appreciate about this look, is Jesus is actually using that the painting
Yeah.
the painting technique to really have all this splash of the color on the clothes that
Yeah.
you didn't really see it, but I think that's pretty cool.
I mean, it's okay. I think, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't like it, I don't hate it. I think it's safe, 100%. And I don't like the paint. I think the paint looks messy. I think I would love the paint if it's like more paint, you know, like looks like Margiela or something like that. But the paint is not very visible, especially on the runway. Like it's like, you know, kindergarten splattered paint
Shade
on the jacket. And also, oh my God, he decided to add the paint few minutes before the runway.
Really?
Yeah, so it's actually very wet. That's why I remember when we were on our way backstage, I was telling my, like, this is Jessica and this is my model, and my model is like right after Jessica, and I was like telling my model, oh my God, don't come close to Jessica, because if you come close to Jessica, the paint will go to your outfit. So I was like, make sure you don't, I told my model, make sure you don't go right beside her, because it might be an accident. Especially my outfit is like denim, because it's wet. It was
really?
actually wet during before the runway show. So I was like,
but how come the pink he dyed the pink?
No, the wet. The paint is wet.
Right,
yeah.
the paint.
Like he decided to put it like
right.
last minute. So like yeah. Good thing it did not cause any trouble, because it's gonna be an additional drama.
Right.
Can you imagine if the paint went on the other outfits?
When you're talking about this, I remember when my model is like, you know, doing the lineup.
Yeah.
Actually, he has the
makeup
on the neck, so all my hood is like, you know, full of the makeup.
Brown. Yeah.
I was like, I'm dying. So that's a part. But for me, I do think Jesus' look is just like, you know, not good, but not bad for me. I feel like it's fine, but to be honest, I'm not into this, like, you know, the top on here, because I feel like it's not cohesive. Where we saw this somewhere before. Maybe he can use the same fabric. I don't know. So I'm not mad at this look, but I feel like it's just fine.
Yeah, I know, me too. Okay, let's talk about the third safe designer, which is Ethan.
Oh, right. As we're talking about, Ethan is totally different, like, you know, a designer on here. He's very avant-garde. He's very, like, you know, comfy, as you can see. So for me, I'm telling you, this look is really high quality. This fabric of this, like, you know, jacket, it's super good. I'm obsessed with this jacket. This whole look is just like, you know, giving me a vibe of Empire. Empire. So I don't feel like Ethan is not, like, you know, belong to this category. Actually, I think he do. Especially when you're talking about this girl is going to which street. But I'm saying even she's going to some, like, you know, red light street, I think it's still fabulous. I really like this, because it's just like, you know, insane that he do, like, you know, 3 pieces, like, you know, garment in such a short time. And also I think the construction of this bodysuit is crazy, because everything's floating on the body. It's very hard to, like, you know, make it stable.
Well, do you think, guys, I like Ethan or not? Well, my answer is yes, I like it. Actually, I really like this look. I think it's very Berlin, Tokyo, you know, high fashion, streetwear. It's like avant-garde meets streetwear. Yeah, so I really think that Ethan did an amazing job. The quality of the pants is really good, especially when the model was walking. It's like tentacles. The movement is really good. It's very visual on the runway. I liked it. So yeah, good job,
I think
Ethan.
For me, Ethan should be on the top.
Yes, I think so too. I think Ethan should be one of the top 3 for this look.
I think this is top 3.
Yeah.
I just can't believe he made this in one day.
Yes.
It's insane.
And also, it's weird because there's no top 3 and bottom 3.
Oh, right.
It's like
2
top, 2 bottom, and 3 safe.
Do you know why?
Yeah, no, I don't know why. Right? So that's why we were all surprised. Because we were like, why there's only top 2 and top 2 bottom and top 2. Right. So now let's talk about the top. Okay, so let's start with the winning look, which is Belania. Okay, let me start. Okay, so first is it's 3 pieces. Okay, she has a button down white shirt, the corset, and the pants. I mean, I like the look. Okay, I like the look because the way she mixes the fabric and the print and the colors, to me, is really interesting. I mean, the model is amazing. I don't think anything that she wears look good. I think that's also a good thing about models, is that when you pick the right model, Even though the
It's very important.
clothes is not that good, it elevates
It's
the look.
important.
So, which is really weird because, you know, like whether we like it or not, even though you will tell me that it's not about the models, it's
It
wrong.
is.
It
It
is
is.
about the models, guys.
Always.
Because the models are the ones selling the outfit. So even if your outfit is amazing, if the model is bad, then it doesn't help. But if your clothes is just okay and the model is amazing, it elevates the look. So definitely Belania did an amazing job because it looks really well on Kuya. And yeah, I like it. I like the evening wear aspect and the streetwear aspect. And also, I'm glad that she discovered her identity as a streetwear designer.
Right. So for me, during the working process, I see Belania as making this short shirt, and it's not like this before because she don't have this part before. I really like that version because it's giving me a vibe of Alexander Wang.
Yes.
Yes, during the process, I think it's even more amazing than this one, to be honest. I feel like I like the other version more. But I mean, this is still like, gorgeous.
Yeah, and also I like the turban. I think the turban looks really well and the socks. So yeah, the styling is really good.
I can't believe she make the socks.
Yeah, she makes the socks, guys. So yeah, that's really fun. And then let's talk about Antonio.
Okay, for me, I think congratulations first because Antonio, it's her first time to be on the top.
Yes, he's always on the bottom, and now he's on the top.
Yeah, so I feel like I really want to say congratulations to Antonio because he's been trying so hard to be on the top and it's his time.
Yes.
So for this one, I do think he has a very, very good silhouette and this fabric is just very him. But to be honest, I'm not really into this fabric.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, but I like the silhouette because I feel like this fabric is just not my style.
Yeah.
But I do like this, whole silhouette and the vibe and like the little bunny on there. It's really, really fun. And I do think it belongs to the top as well.
Yeah, well, Antonio loves prints. For sure. That's why he decided to go with that kind of fabric. I mean, I like the idea that it's colorful. It looks good on the runway because of the colors. But yeah, again, it's a crop jacket and the pants and a bandeau. So there's not a lot of fabric manipulation.
Right.
It's just cutting the fabrics and putting them together. So I feel that it needs more details. But I also get it because the fabric is already so much. That's why you need to make sure that the silhouette is simple. So I'm glad that the judges love it because I think that Antonio deserves to be in the top so that it balances the ranking between him and Jesus. So,
but actually, if we have top 3, I think you and Ethan should definitely on the top 3 because I'm telling you guys, Veejay's clothes is looked 100% much better. I'm not trying to compliment yours and stuff, but I'm telling you, I don't know why it looks so different in person.
Yeah,
it looks so different.
It's better in person.
Yeah,
right?
It looks so good in person. I don't know why when it's on the runway, it looks even 40% worse.
Yeah, it looks simple, right?
Yeah.
It looks simple on TV and in photos, but in person, it looks so much better.
Right.
I agree. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, now we are now going to the bottom 2, which is Miss Joan and Yuchen. So let's start first with Miss Joan.
Okay.
What do you think about Joan's look?
Just like what I said, I love what Miss Joan doing on here.
I know, me too. Yeah.
But I do think maybe the
sleeves
is not that straight.
Yeah.
Just the sleeve. I mean, if Miss Joan give a very normal sleeves, it's gonna be another story.
But it's gonna be the same on what she did on the first one.
Yeah, and also I really appreciate Miss Joan use this fabric because we all know Miss Joan is a very traditional designer, so I feel very happy that she chose such a lot fabric, But there has a very thin line between lot fabrics and how to make it even elevated. So
honestly, you know what? For some reasons, maybe the judges do not like neon green. Because you know what I mean? Because honestly, if I'm going to pick the fabric, I think Miss Joan's fabric is better than Jesus. I mean, than Antonio, right?
I agree.
I think that Antonio's look more I mean, Alonia's look is nice, but I think that the fabric of Miss Joan, I think is better.
Right.
But I think it's really because of the neon green
Fuck.
that I think they don't like. And then when you look at yours, has neon green too.
Both
so
neon
I'm
green.
like, maybe the judges
Maybe.
hate neon green. You know, because maybe it's
That's
very
a new point.
yeah, because maybe it's a very subjective taste level. You know, some people like neon green, some people hate neon green. Maybe the judges don't like neon green. So
Right.
because I don't think it's bad. I mean, the quality is good. I think that's her own version of streetwear. I personally think that Miss Joan delivered what streetwear version of her brand, and I think it's good. It's well made. So yeah, I am so surprised too. And then now, in your case, okay, here's the thing. I honestly don't think that look is the worst.
Yeah.
I just really think that the judges are expecting more from you.
Right.
You know, I think that's what happens when you are always on top.
Right.
And then you want a challenge. It's like when you have one small mistake, they expect a lot.
I know.
And I think that's what happened to Yuchen. It's like they know that Yuchen is an amazing designer. You know, I mean, he won one challenge. He's always on top. And then because of that, they were like, what happened to Yuchen?
Especially in streetwear.
Exactly.
I know. So everybody say I really fucked up in this episode, and I really admit that. So as I told you in the first part one, my initial idea was so big.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I just like, you know, I really have to like, you know, grow up in this competition to really do a better job in time management. But I have to tell you, the reason why I get into like, you know, this situation is because multiple of the bad decisions. So just sometimes you just have the bad day. So for me, I do like, you know, make a conclusion. So I think first of all is the pressure of the expectations. No matter me or from the judges or from our peers, everybody want me to like, you know, make a very amazing streetwear, you know. And then the second, I think is the design idea is too crazy. It's just not gonna be finished in one day.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
And then I think the third one is just one day challenge. It's just the time and time management. And the next one, I don't want to mention that, but it's still, I think model selection is very important.
Very important.
Very important. So because I'm trying to make this oversized, but since my model, I'm not trying to blame my model, but I'm saying when I put my clothes on my model, it's becoming fit.
Because
that's not something I wanted to see, but that happens. And then the last one, I cannot see that because of something, but there do have some like, you know, third party, like, you know, reasons, like we cannot talking about. But I'm telling you, I take the full responsibility because for me, if I made something like, you know, I'm not proud of, I will never like, you know, looking for any excuses.
Exactly.
So I really disappointed on this look, but still it's my baby. Like what I said, life is just about yin and yang. Sometimes you have the uppers, sometimes you have up, sometimes you have low. So it's normal. So I'm just embracing everything.
Yeah, and also like one of the things that I like about Yuchen is being able to admit if you know that it's not your best work.
Right.
I think as a creative designer, you know, sometimes we're being too delusional. You know, like even though if we think it's good, we try to say that it's good. But there are people out there where they feel that it's not their best work. It's okay to admit that it's not your best work and move on and do better next time. Right? So yeah, and again, you know, like what Yuchen said, there are things that you're up and then there's things that you're down, and that's what life is all about. But the most important thing is you don't give up.
Yes, just experience all the flavors and stuff. So as everybody say, Law has a very spicy judgmental like, you know, critique on me. He said he want to like, you know, beat me up. They didn't put this up, but I told Law, please beat me up. So everybody, if you mean to Law, please don't, because I know Law has a very high expectation on me, and Law is just like me. We are very straightforward, and we have a very high standard on ourselves. So I totally understand why Law said that.
And Law picked you as the winner, you know what I mean? Because Law has a very good eye. So maybe this time Law was just disappointed because he really likes Yuchen.
Okay. So at the end of the day, I'm on the bottom for my first time, and Miss Joan is on the bottom as well. I mean, it's gonna be a very hard decision. But as I said on TV, to be honest, I do feel like I should go home because I did a bad job.
Yeah, so this is a very hard choice. We don't know who's going home. Is it Yuchen? Is it Joan? And even the judges are fighting, right? Like, you know, like Colin are saying that Yuchen should go home, but then again, you know, Law is saying that Miss Joan should go home. So definitely it's not a unanimous decision because a lot of the judges are actually thinking really, really hard who to send home. So you guys need to watch the episode so guys you can see who goes home. But yeah, this is a very emotional challenge because two of my closest friends are in the bottom two, like Yuchen, my roommate. So me, I was just there like praying. I mean, I'm crying because I don't want any of them to go home because I'm really, really close to the both of them. So thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to reveal my capsule collection for New Year Fashion Week next week, September 13. And I am so thank you guys for the support, for the love, for continue watching the show, and we'll see you again next week for the recap.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.